Okay, so basically what I'm going to go over here is how to upgrade your Last Action Hero pinball machine to 1.13. All right. Later in this video, you're going to hear me talk about how I should have done a video about patching the ROM, and that's because when I burn the ROM later in the video, I hadn't made this video. So I'm making the video. They'll be in order when I publish this, but they're out of order as I'm filming them. So if you hear me talk about, I should have showed you how I patched the ROM, this and that and the other thing, you're going to be saying to yourself, well, you just did show us that. At the time, I didn't have this recorded, if that makes any sense. So, I digress. So the latest factory version, all right, we're here at Internet Pinball Machine Database. Latest factory version is 1.12. Okay, there's a fan who made a 1.13. All right, back in 2014. All right, and this is his website. Sometimes if you Google search it, it doesn't come up real good. But that's his website right there. All right. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that this new ROM does. Improved world premiere mode. Got to qualify for multi-ball in the third ball. Ball saver. It updates the ball saver. And the part for me, I mean, that's all great, but I was excited that there's a whole bunch of new call-outs here that are in the game programming, but they were never used in the game. And so he incorporated a lot of these. So there you go. So good reason to add this this ROM update. All right, and you're gonna need three things. He explains it to you if we go to installation, right? Or get it now. We'll do this. He explains it to you, right? You have to basically have the original 1.12 ROM. And that's why I'm showing you Internet Pinball Database, because if you go right here, you can get the original 1.12 ROM. All right. So you need that. A tool that works for IPS formatted patch files. I recommend Lunar IPS. You can go here and get it. It'll download immediately. It's as of this recording, it is fine. It is safe. I used it. I had no problems. It didn't install anything. I checked. All right. It's good to go. If you are familiar with this stuff and you know a better patch program, I guess go for it. All right. And you're also going to need his patch file, which is there. You download it there. Okay. So you extract this. You extract the 112 file from IDB to your hard drive. We did that. All right. You can see all my stuff here. I already extracted this. Like I said, I've already done all this. I'm just going back and filming this to make it easy for you. All right. So here's the original file you're going to get from IMDb. Internet Pinball Database, IPDB. All right. And you're going to extract that. You're going to extract the LAHCPUA.112 file. All right. That's what you're going to extract. I just stuck it in that folder. All right. Go back to my websites here. All right. And then you're going to extract the IPS patch file, right? His file to that same folder. All right. And you're going to run Lunar IPS. Now, Lunar IPS comes in this little WinRAR file here. Okay. I just ran it right out of WinRAR. Right. You just double click it here. Boom. Right. Click run. Right, you're going to go to apply IPS patch, right? Select the IPS file to use, and the IPS file you want to use is his patch right there. All right, it's in. I didn't. Excuse me. All right, his patch right there, which is in here. Okay. LACP IPS, you're going to want to use that one right there. Boom, we're going to click on it. I don't know if I could do this from in here. No, we can't do that from in there. It's difficult filming a computer screen if you never tried this before. All right. right here. That's the IPS file we're going to use. All right, we got it. Ugh. Gotta go here. All right, here's the IPS file we're going to use right there. Open, and then it's going to say select the file to patch. Going to go to desktop, back to Last Action Hero. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to all ROM files. All right. And then here's the factory one that we downloaded. We're going to choose that to patch. We're going to hit open. File successfully patched. So nothing weird happens. It doesn't create a new file, right? All it does is patch that LAHCPU.112, right? You see the date is now changed on it, right? To today's date, obviously, because we patched it. We changed it. That's the file you're going to put on your zip drive. And, well, that's the file you're going to burn to the ROM. For me, I put it on a zip drive. I brought it downstairs to the basement to my little ROM burning rig, and that's where the rest of this video is gonna pick up. I'm sorry for the horrible camera work as I did that, but you know, doing the best I can here. So, just a note too, when you go down here, right, to this guy's site, all right, don't be a cheap bastard. Donate something. I donated 20 bucks. All right, you can do 10, 20, 30, 40. You don't have to, but you should. All right, this couldn't have been easy. I'm sure this guy went through, or girl, I'm assuming it's a guy, went through a lot of work to do this. So I would say, you know, donate a little bit of money, right? And again, you need a 27C512 EEPROM. You can get those from a lot of the usual arcade vendors. You can get them on eBay if you want to take your chances. I just happen to have some. I don't know where I got them from. I've had them for forever. All right, so without further ado, let's go to the rest of the video, and I hope this helps somebody. All right, I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I tried to get my phone on a tripod to see if that would work, but I don't think it's going to work. So we're going to burn our new 1.13 ROM, and I'm doing this just off the cuff. I'm going into work late today. It snowed. Kids have a delay. So figure I was kind of sitting around doing nothing. Let's see, 8 o'clock on a Monday morning. So Dad, why don't I get this done? Why don't I do this? So what I probably should have done, I probably should have showed you how to make the actual ROM image. It's very easy. So in order to get the updated 1.13 ROM, if you want to learn about it, you go just Google Last Action Hero Pinball 1.13 or something to that effect. And there's a guy who modified the latest version of the factory code, which is 1.12, to do a lot of cool stuff. Change some of the rules. There's a bunch of callouts that aren't used in the regular game that he put in the game. I've never played one with this, but it sounds like a real worthwhile upgrade, if you will. You go to his site, you download the patched image, or the patch. You can donate some money. I donated about 20 bucks. I think it was only fair. You take the patch file he made, then you go and you go to Internet Pinball Database, IPDB, you get the factory 1.12 image. And then he tells you to download this patch program, which was safe. I downloaded it. It was fine. Wasn't anything wacky. So basically what you do, in a nutshell, is you run this patch program. You choose the file to be patched, which is the original factory code, factory ROM file. And you choose the file to patch it with, which is his file. You hit the button, and basically, boom, it patches it. And then the factory ROM file is now the patched file. You'll see it'll change the date on it. It becomes a new file. Okay, you take that file and then you burn it onto what he recommends, a 27C512, which I had a bunch lying around over there. See, and you got to burn that ROM to it and stick it in the machine. Pretty much that easy. The making the new ROM file is easy. I think the thing that's not easy for people, only because not a lot of people have it, is to burn the new chip, which is what I'm going to do here. I have this ancient rig, right? It's one John's Arcade uses. I thought it was cool, so I got one. There's a guy in Clav who sells them. I don't know if he still is. It's an EMP10, and I'm pretty sure an EMP10 can do this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my my new file. You see it right there, right? And I am going to I'm going to put it on my desktop. And I'm doing this one-handed, so copy. Shift, insert. Stick it on our disk. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, we'll just drag it. I'm not very coordinated at 8 o'clock in the morning before I'd had a bunch of coffee. All right, boom, there it is. All right, and that's why what I did, I took it on this computer. It's an old laptop. I can't do what I need to do with. So I did it on my desktop. Put a thumb drive in my desktop. Put the new file in the thumb drive. Brought it down here to the basement where I have this. Set this up. And I just, as you can see, I just copied the new file onto my desktop of my laptop here. If you look at properties, right, I did this yesterday. All right, I made this image. It says Sunday, March 3rd, 2019. If you look at the original factory ROM file, it's from a while ago. So that's how you can tell that your file was patched successfully, I think. All right, so we got that there. Let's start up our software for our ROM burner. There you go, we're good. If you want to learn more about how to burn ROMs with something like this, John's Arcade does a really good video, a really good in-depth video. He explains a lot. I'm not going to explain a lot. I'm just going to do this with you. Go through it and see if it works. So first we have to select what kind of chip we have in there. And it is a Texas Instruments 27C512, which we have down here. Initializing programmer. Boom. All right. Then we got to load the image. Well, first of all, let's make sure this is erased. Okay, they came as erased. Let's see. All right, I had to cut away real quick for something. But first thing we want to do is, like I said, verify that the device is erased. One thing about the EMP10, all right, when you go through, see right here where it says M1A, that's a module, all right? On our burner here, you see this little thing on the left? It says M1B module, M1A. Usually you have it set to M1B, all right? Most stuff is M1B. If you have something that's M1A, you have to take this thing, it comes out, you see the clips, and flip it around in order to do the M1A chips, all right? A lot of people don't realize that. They're like, oh, all right. I guess I need some kind of attachment. You don't need some kind of attachment. The attachment's right there. All right. So we flip it around. Make sure it's flipped around before you start doing stuff, or you're going to get a family module error. So let's verify it's erased first. These were sold as erased, but you never know. Verify device is erased. And boom, verify erased successful. Excellent. So now what we have to do is now we have to load file from disk. So we're going to go to 8. File must be specified. That's right. We got to hit V. All right. C. And you guys can laugh at my fact I don't know how to use DOS. Okay. So go directory. Windows. I should have put it in my ROMs directory. I'll be right back. Let me stick that in my ROMs directory because you can see I'm hopeless trying to navigate frickin' DOS. Even though I used to know how to use DOS just fine, not anymore. So I'll be back. All right. So I took care of that. Now I put it back in a directory I can get to. We're gonna hit V to go in here. C ROMs. For those of you who never had to work with DOS, this is, I know, right? Oops, hold on. We didn't want to do that. We don't want to do that. There we go. Find our directory, ROMs, and there it is right there. Perfect. Hit enter. All right. We loaded it from disk. All right. So there we go. We got it right there. Or we didn't load it from disk yet. We chose what file we want to load from the disk. Now we're going to hit 8 to actually load it into the buffer, the place where it's going to burn from. And hit enter. There we go. We successfully loaded that into the buffer. Then the next step is right up here. And you could use the number keys to do this too. Program with selected algorithm. And here we go. All right. Red LED's on. We have it hooked up to AC power. Let's go. You can hear it's making a little bit of a noise. Now that little window there, we should cover that window, by the way. You don't want to leave those windows exposed. They need UV light to erase, but it's still not good to leave them open. All right, we'll put a little sticker over it. And put a little sticker that says Last Action Hero 113. And there we go, device successfully programmed, all right? Now what I like to do is it already checks it. I like to go here and choose verify device equals buffer. All that means is verify that the information on the chip matches the information that we wanted the chip programmed with. We can do this, boom. It's gonna verify, and device successfully verified. That's pretty much it. We just programmed our ROM file, and if I patched that ROM file right yesterday, then our game should boot up. Now remember, my DMD isn't working. We'll stare at the DMD together and see if we can see. When you start it up, it should say excuse me, I'm choking. Last Action Hero version 113. I don't know if we'll be able to see that, but I'm guessing if the game boots, then it worked. I don't know. All right, so make a little sticker for that. This is LAH 113, and or just 113, whatever, and then we'll plug it in and we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. All right, I waited for you. We'll start it together. Have our new ROM in there, 113. There's our old ROM right here. So like I said, let's start this up. Let's see if it boots. If it boots, I'm guessing we were successful.
I'll be back.
Open the door, probably because we have the new version of the code in there. I can't see, but it booted. So I'm guessing it worked, and we either have the computer's either recognizing the new 113 code, or at the very least, if I screwed up that patch, it's recognizing the 112 code, the factory version. So I don't know. It also says that you're supposed to restore factory defaults. It's not necessary, but it's a good idea. I could probably try to navigate to there with this DMD, but you know what? Again, not in a rush, not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm curious to see if oops, slam tilt. My bad. Curious to see if it makes me open the door again. I'm pretty sure the only reason it did that was because of the ROM. Let's see.
I'll be back.
Yeah, no, I have NVRAM in here, so it should memorize all my settings. Now open the door. That's weird. And that's why, in case it doesn't work out, it's always a good idea to save your old ROM. We're going to keep this around. God forbid things aren't working out. It seemed to be doing some weird stuff there. I don't know if that was a product of the DMD or... You see how it's doing that? I don't know if that's a DMD thing or that's a ROM thing. Because it all said open the door for a minute. At least I thought it did. It's going really fast. Maybe that's, again, maybe that's a product of the new ROM. This is very, very difficult to do without the working DMD. So, when I get that DMD later this week, we'll check back in with this and see. But for now, I'm going to save my original ROM just to be sure.